Hi students, welcome to Eduport Plus. Today we are about to discuss an important chapter which is Arithmetic Progression, that is chapter number 5 in your NCERT textbook. And this chapter is very important because this holds a high weightage in your board exam. And in this chapter you have learned two type of formulas, like mainly two formulas and different versions of that. But they won't ask you direct questions by applying this formula because it is easy, right? So they will ask you different type of questions based on these formulas and concepts that you have learned. So today we are about to discuss these type of questions that has been appeared in CBSE boards for years. So let's start by revising all of the concepts that we have learned in this chapter. So arithmetic progression. Before that, I have to discuss about sequence. So sequence, why sequence? Because sequence, arithmetic progression is also a sequence. So I'm writing 1, 4, 9, 16. Can you guess the next number? Of course, you can guess the next number because you can see an arrangement here, as these all are square numbers. As you can see, 1 square is 1, so the position 1 and holds 1 square, and 2 square is 4, and 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So obviously you can guess the next number, which will be 5 square, which is 25. So this is a sequence because there is an arrangement. Because if there is a list of numbers which has an arrangement, okay, list of numbers which have an arrangement, they are called sequence. That is called a sequence. Now I am writing another 2, 4, 6, 8. Can you guess the next number? Obviously, as you can see, there is a difference of 2, or else you can say it is even number. It is list of even numbers. So the next number will be 10. So I'm about to ask you another number like 3, 8, then 18, then 19. Do you think is it a sequence? No, cause you can't guess the next number. Okay, this is just like a list of numbers without any order or arrangement, so this is not a sequence. Okay, so now we are about to discuss what is a progression. What is a progression? We told sequence is a list of number with arrangement. Sequence is a list of number with an order or arrangement. Now, what is progression? So, progression progression is also a sequence with like a highly structured sequence where every term of this progression can be expressed by using a mathematical formula. So 1, 4, 9, 16, the same sequence that we have discussed. Here you can guess the next number is 25, you can guess the next number 36, and so on. You can guess every number. So this is like square numbers, so we can give the position as n, and you can clearly give it square because n square. So what if the question asks like 100, like what will be the 10th term or what will be the 10th number in this sequence? Then you will be getting it as 10 square, which is 100. So this is very simple. Okay, so that is it. Progression means a highly structured sequence. Okay, we have discussed about sequence and progression. Now we are about to discuss arithmetic progression. So you have to know that arithmetic progression is a sequence, it is a progression. And why do you call it arithmetic progression? Because we can say it by giving an example. So here 2, 4, 6, 8. This is a sequence. You obviously know it is a sequence because there is an arrangement or order, and you can obviously guess the next numbers as well. And this is a difference, like 2 plus 2 gives you 4, right? 2 plus 2 gives you 4, and again 4 plus 2 gives you 6, and plus 2 gives you 8. which implies there is a constant difference. There is a constant difference which we can denote by D. There is a constant difference which we can denote by D. So, that's why this sequence or this progression is called as an arithmetic progression. So, arithmetic progression is a sequence where all of the terms, like all of the consecutive terms, has a constant difference that we call as common difference. Okay, common difference. So, arithmetic progression means a highly structured sequence which is a progression. Highly structured sequence which is a progression. So, there is a common difference. There is a common difference. We can give another example. I will give you another example, which is 3, 5, 7, 9. Do you think is it a sequence? It's sequence. And do you think is it an arithmetic progression? Yeah, it's an arithmetic progression because there is a common difference. There is a common difference. As you can see, 9 minus 7 gives you 2, 7 minus 5 gives you 2, 5 minus 3 gives you 2, which implies this sequence is an arithmetic progression. This is an arithmetic progression. Alright, now we are recalling all of the things that we have learned. So, an arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number. That fixed number is called as the common difference. This fixed number is called as the common difference. And each of the numbers of the sequence is called a term. So, a term. As we can see, the numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. So, this 2, 4, 6, 8, all of these are called terms. And the common difference here is obviously 2 is the common difference and it is the fixed number that is being added. So, that common difference. Now, we denote terms of an AP A1, A2, A3, N. I told you that we denote common difference by D, and each term is denoted by A1, A2, A3, etc. And first term is denoted by A1, but sometimes we can denote by A because it is first term. So, we don't have to give the position number 1. So, we can write it as A. Okay. Now, moving on. General form of an AP. So, 3, 5, 7, 9 is the AP that I am taking. So, here A is 3, right? The first term is 3 and the common difference is, what is the common difference? Common difference is 9 minus 7 you can take, or 7 minus 5 you can take, or 5 minus 3 you can take, as common difference is 2. So, 3 plus 2, we can write 3 plus 2, right? And 3 plus 2 will be the next. So, we can write 3 plus 2 into 2. And next we can write like 3 plus 2 into 2 into 2. So, 3 plus 2 3 times. So, 3 times 2. So, that's why we are writing it's like A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. So, this is the general form of an AP where A is the first term and D is the common difference. A is the first term and D is the common difference. Okay. So, what do you think? What will be the next term? It will be A plus 4D, right? And what will be the 10th term you think? As you can see, first position 0D, second position 1D, and third position 2D, fourth position 3D, which means minus 1. So, 10th term will be, what will be 10th term? 10th term will be A plus 10 minus 1, which is 9D. So, what will be nth term? So, nth term will be A plus n minus 1 into D. Alright. So, this is the first formula that we are learning, and this is the nth term of an AP or general term of an AP, or else if you have been asked to find 10th term, 11th term, 100th term, 1000th term. So, this formula you can use to figure it out. Okay. So, This is the general term or nth term of an AP. General term of an nth term of an AP. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, which is important. That's next. Sum of terms of an AP. Sum of terms of an AP that you have learned. So, if you have been asked to find the sum of 10 terms of an AP, the sum of first 10 terms of an AP, the sum of first 20 terms of an AP, the sum of 3 terms of an AP, sum of 4 terms of an AP. So, you can use this formula, which is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula to find sum of n terms, and n is the number of terms, 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 and a is the first term and d is the common difference. N is the number of terms, a is the first term and d is the common difference. When you have given all of these, you can use this formula to find the specific sum of terms. Okay. Now, we learned this formula, but there is another formula also to find the sum of n terms, which is Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. It is not that complicated one, because from the first formula you can reach out to this formula. Okay, you can reach out to this formula. That's so simple. But whenever this question is being given, like you have been provided with the first term and last term and also the number of terms, then you don't have to use the first formula, that is Sn is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into t. You can use this formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l, where a is the first term, a is the first term and l is the last term. A is the first term and l is the last term. And sum of first n natural number. This also you can derive this formula by using the first formula, that is Sn equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. But in case if you have been asked in MCQ type of questions to find the first sum of 10 natural numbers, you can use this formula. Why do you waste the time by substituting in the first formula? So that's why I also provided this one for you, because when the MCQ comes, when the questions like MCQ, you can use this formula, like if they have been asked to find, if they ask you to find sum of first 100 natural numbers, sum of first 20 natural numbers, you can use this formula. That's why, that is Sn is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. And there is formulas for even numbers and odd numbers as well. You can also note that, students, you can also note that if odd number, you can use this formula, which is n square. So, if you have been asked to find the first 20 odd numbers, first sum of 20 odd numbers, sum of first 20 odd numbers, you can use 20 square, you will get the answer directly. And even numbers, yeah, even numbers, it will be n into n plus 1, okay, n into n plus 1, which is without the divided by 2, n into n plus 1. So, what will be the sum of first 20 even numbers? Then you can use this formula, 20 into 20 plus 1, which is 20 into 21. So, you will get the answer directly. So, these formulas you can use in the MCQs to utilize your time well, okay. So, note it down. Now, this is also very important, as you may have seen questions like sum of terms given 4n square minus 3n type of this, and you have been asked to find the first term, second term, common difference, and to find the AP. These type of questions comes. So, you have to understand this concept, like an is equal to Sn minus Sn1, Sn minus 1. So, like A3 is nothing but S3 minus S2, and A2 is nothing but S2 minus S1. So, what will be A1? A1 is nothing but S1. So, this is very important, you have to note that. So, An is equal to Sn minus 1. Alright. Alright, then now we can discuss each type of questions from each concept of this chapter that CBSE asks every year. So, the first question is, find A and B so that the numbers A 7, B 23 are in AP. So we know that in an AP there will be a common difference. That is, the difference between any consecutive numbers is constant. So we can write second term minus first term, that is 7 minus A. 7 minus A equal to what? Third term minus second term, that is B minus 7. And also we can write third term minus second term is equal to fourth term minus third term, 23 minus B. Now from the second equation, we can solve B easily. We can transpose this B here, okay. So it will be plus B. So B plus B is 2B. Okay, 2B equal to what will be gone, what will be transposed into the RHS, minus 7 being transposed here, minus 7 being transposed here will be plus 7. So 23 plus 7 equal to 30. So 2B equal to 30, so B is equal to 30 by 2 equal to 15. Alright, now we got the B, so we can solve A easily. So 7 minus A equal to 15 minus 7. So 7 minus A equal to 8. Minus A is equal to 8 minus 7. Minus 1, 8 minus 7, sorry 1. 8 minus 7, 1. So minus A equal to 1. So A is equal to minus 1. Fine. So this is the answer, that is A is equal to minus 1 and B is equal to 15. B 15, A minus 1. Alright, the second one, A minus B the whole square, A square plus B square and A plus B the whole square are in AP. We have to prove it. Okay. So this question appeared in CBSE 2020. So how can we prove that? As we know, in an AP there will be a common difference. As the second term minus first term and third term minus second term will be equal. So we have to show that. Now firstly we can check whether A2 minus A1. So A2 minus A1 will be A square plus B square minus A minus B the whole square. So A square plus B square, A square plus B square. So when you are subtracting, it is important to give a bracket. Okay. So now we are opening the bracket, but before that A minus B whole square that we have to expand. So A minus B whole square is A square plus B square minus 2AB. So it will be A square plus B square minus A square minus B square when we are opening the bracket and plus 2AB. So it will be A square and minus A square will be cancelled, B square and minus B square will be cancelled. What is left? 2AB. So we got second term minus first term as 2AB. Now we can check whether third term minus second term is also 2AB, then we can say it is an AP. So third term minus second term, A3 minus A2 equal to what? A plus B the whole square minus A square plus B square, A plus B the whole square minus A square plus B square. Okay. Now A plus B whole square, you know, A square plus B square plus 2AB. Okay. Minus A square. When we are opening the bracket, minus A square minus plus minus B square. So what will be cancelled? A square and minus A square will be cancelled. B square and minus B square will also be cancelled. Then it will be 2AB. What we got? A3 minus A2 is also equal to A2 minus A1. So it is an AP. It is an AP. Okay. Now the next question. If the 7th term of an AP is 1 by 9 and its 9th term is 1 by 7, find its 63rd term. This question appeared in CBSE 2014. Okay. So this is also very simple, as we can write the things that we have given. Okay. So A7 is equal to 1 by 9 given, and A9 is equal to 1 by 7 given. So A7 is A plus 60 equal to 1 by 9. We can give it as first equation. And A9 is equal to what? A plus 8D. So A plus 8D equal to 1 by 7. We can give it as second equation. So we got a pair of linear equations. Now we can solve it by doing elimination method or substitution method or any. So simply, as you can see, A and A are there. So we can subtract it and cancel, and then we can find the d. Okay, we can make the equations in terms of d. So, a minus a will be 0. I am doing 2 minus 1. So, a minus a will be 0, 8d minus 60. What will be 8d minus 60? It is 2d equal to 1 by 7 minus 1 by 9. Okay, 1 by 7 minus 1 by 9. So, we are subtracting the fraction. So, 9 minus 7 divided by 9 times 7, 63. So, it will be 2 by 63. So, you got 2d equal to 2 by 63. 2d equal to 2 by 63. So, what will be d? D is equal to 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So, d equal to 1 by 63. Now, we have to find the a. We can give, we can substitute the value of d in either equations. So, a plus 8d. A plus 8d equal to 1 by 7. So, d is 63. So, a plus 8 by d is 1 by 63. So, 8 by 63 equal to 1 by 7. So, a is equal to 1 by 7 minus 8 by 63. What will you get? 63 minus 8 times 7, 56 divided by 63 into 7. What is 63 minus 56? It is also 7. So, 7 by 7 into 63. 7 and 7 will be cancelled and you will get 1 by 63. So, you got d is equal to 1 by 63 and a is also 1 by 63. Now, we have to find the 63rd term, that was the question. So, a 63 is equal to a plus 63 minus 1 into d, right. So, a plus 63 minus 1, 62d. Now, we can substitute a and d here. So, 1 by 63, okay, 1 by 63 plus d is 1 by 63. So, 62 by 63. So, what will you get? 62 plus 1, 63 by 63, which is equal to 1. Alright then, now we can do the next question. Now, the next question, find the 13th term from end towards the first term of the AP 20, 13, 6, minus 1, etc. up to minus 148. And this question appeared in CBSE 2023. Okay, so this question, as we know how to find the nth term from the beginning by using the formula. So, if this question being asked to find the nth term from the end of the AP, so either you can reverse the AP or you can use a formula that we are about to discuss. So, the formula is Tn. Tn, that is the nth term from the end of the AP is equal to L, that is the last term, minus n minus 1 into d. Tn is equal to L minus n minus 1 into d. So, here we are about to find 13th term. So, T13 is equal to L, which is minus 148 minus n minus 1. So, n is 13. So, 13 minus 1 into d. D is 13 minus 20. D is the difference between any consecutive numbers. So, 13 minus 20 is minus 7, or 6 minus 13 also minus 7. So, you will get minus 148 minus 12 into minus 7. So, minus 148 plus 84, that is minus minus will be plus. So, plus 84. So, what will you get? 148 and 84. So, 4, 6. So, the answer will be minus 64. The answer will be minus 64. Okay, all right. Now, the next question, which term of the AP whose 3, 15, 27, 39 will be 120 more than its 21st? Which term of the AP? So, the AP has been given 3, 15, 27, 39. So, we can write the first term 3, common difference is the difference. So, 15 minus 3, 12. Now, 120 more than its 21st term, a term which we do not know. So, we can take it as an. An is equal to what? A plus n minus 1 into d, that you know. But here what we said, 120 more than the 21st term. So, a 21 plus 120. Okay, a 21 plus 120. So, an is the form a plus n minus 1 into d, and a 21 a plus 20d plus 120. Now, a, d we know, we can substitute. So, 3 plus n minus 1 into d 12 equal to 3 plus 20 into 12 plus 120. Okay. Now, 3 plus n minus 1 into 12 is equal to 3 plus 20 into 12 will be 240. So, 3 plus 240 plus 120. So, 3 plus n minus 1 into 12 is equal to 240 plus 120 will be 360. So, 360 plus 3, 363. So, you will get n minus 1 into 12 is equal to 363 minus 3. So, 360. Now, n minus 1 into 12 we got 360. Now, n minus 1 will be 360 by 12. 12 and 36 will 3 times. So, 30. N is equal to 30 plus 1 which is equal to 31. So, we got n as 31. So, which term is 120 more than the 21st term? Nothing but A31. So, 31st term is 120 more than the 21st term. Now, how many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? This question is being asked for every time, and from the sample question also you can see, and this question appeared in CBSE 2019. So, what is the first 2-digit number? You know, the first 2-digit number is 10, but the number should be divisible by 3. Is 10 divisible by 3? No. What about 11? No, that is also not divisible by 3. What about 12? Yeah, 12 is divisible by 3. So, the first term is 12. Okay, what will be the common difference? The common difference will be nothing but 3, because this is the multiples of 3, like divisible by 3 will be multiples of 3. So, 12, 15, 18 in that way will be the AP. So, the common difference will be 3. Now, we have to find the last term. So, last 2-digit number is 99. Is 99 divisible by 3? Yeah, 99 is divisible by 3. So, it is AN. So, we can say AN is equal to 99. Okay. So, how many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3 is the question. So, we have to find the N. So, by using the formula. So, we know AN is equal to 99. Yeah, already written. So, A plus n minus 1 into D equal to 99. Okay. So, A is 12. 12 plus n minus 1 into 3 equal to 99. So, n minus 1 into 3 equal to 99 minus 12, which is 87. Yeah, 87. So, you will get n minus 1 as 87 by 3. What is 87 by 3? 87 by 3 will be 29. So, you got n minus 1 is equal to 29. So, n is equal to 29 plus 1 equal to 30. So, how many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? 30 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3. Alright. Now, the next question, the sum of 3 consecutive terms is in an AP is 12 and their product is 48. Find the terms. This question appeared in 2020. Okay, this question appeared in CBSE 2020. Now, in this question, as these terms are in AP given, and when they are added, you get 12, and then multiplied, you get 48. You can use this by A plus D, A plus 2D. That will be very messy. That will be very messy. So, you can use this instead, like the terms you can take as A minus D, A and A plus D, which will be easier for you to sort out. So, firstly they told the sum is 12. So, A minus D plus A plus D equal to 12. So, what will be cancelled? D will be cancelled and you will get in terms of A, that is why we are taking in that way. So, 3A is equal to 12. So, A is equal to 12 by 3, which is 12 by 3 is equal to 4. So, you got A as 4. Now, they are told product is 48. They told product is 48. So, A minus D into A plus D. Okay, A was also there. So, A minus D into A plus D is equal to 48. So A we got as 4. So 4 minus D into 4 plus D equal to 48. We can transpose this 4 here. Then 4 minus D into 4 plus D will be 48 by 4. 48 by 4 which is 12. So 4 minus D into 4 plus D equal to 12. So it is in the form of A plus B into A minus B, which is A square minus B square. So 4 square minus D square is equal to 12. 4 square minus D square is equal to 12. So you will get D square, that is minus D square, is 12 minus 16. 4 square is 16. So D square minus D square will be 12 minus 16, which is minus 4. So you will get D square is equal to 4, minus cancelled. So D is equal to root 4. So you will get root 4, which is 2, but not 2 and minus 2. You will get D as 2 and minus 2. Okay. Now we have to find the terms of AP. So the terms were A minus D, A and A plus D. So we got A as 4 and D as 2 and minus 2. So when D is equal to 2, what will be the terms? 4 minus 2 and 4 and 4 plus 2. So it will be 2, 4 and 6. When D is equal to minus 2, what will be the terms? It will be 4 minus minus 2. So it will be 4 plus 2. 4 minus minus 2 and 4 and then 4 plus minus 2, which is 4 minus 2. So it will be 4 plus minus 2, it will be 4 minus 2. So it will be 6, 4 and 2. It is being reversed, right? It is being reversed. This is being reversed, that is it. So these are the answer for this question. And if it is an MCQ question, you do not have to do this way. You can clearly guess, but if it is for 2 marks or 3 marks, you have to do in this way. Okay. Then next question, find the sum of first 20 terms of an AP whose nth term is given by an is equal to 5 minus 2n. So you have been given the nth term, and this question has been appeared. This question appeared in CBSE 2022. Okay. So find the sum of first 20 terms asked. So you can find the first term and the common difference from the given thing. So an is equal to 5 minus 2n is given. So A1 will be what? Like A1 or A will be 5 minus 2, which is 3. 5 minus 2 into 1. So 3. 5 minus 2 into 1. Okay. 5 minus 2 into 1 is equal to 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Now what will be the common difference? You can find the common difference if it is a multiple question by just knowing the coefficient of n. That will be the common difference. That is minus 2 will be the common difference. But this question is a doable question. So we have to find it in that way. No. So we have to find it like A2. First we can find A2 will be 5 minus 2 into 2, which is equal to 5 minus 4, which is 1. Now we have to find the common difference, which is second term minus first term. So second term is 1 and the first term is 3. So it is minus 2. We got the same. So the common difference is minus 2. The common difference is minus 2. Now you are being asked to find the sum. So you got the first term and the common difference. Now we can find the sum. So S20 is the thing we have to find. So S20 is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N is 20. So 20 by 2 into 2a. What was a? A was 3. So 2 into 3 plus n minus 1. What is 19? N minus 1 like 20 minus 1. 19 into common difference is minus 2. Common difference is minus 2. So it will be 10 into 2 into 3 is 6 minus 19 into 2 will be minus 38. Minus 19 into minus 2 minus 38. So 10 into 6 minus 38. What is 6 minus 38? Minus 32. So the answer will be minus 320. So S20 is minus 320. S20 is minus 320. Now the next question is, how many terms of the AP 18, 16, 14 should be taken so that their sum is 0? So This question appeared in CBSE 2024 recently, so it is important. So, Sn is equal to, we have given Sn is equal to 0, sum of n terms is 0, and first term is 18 as from the AP, and the common difference is nothing but the difference between the consecutive terms. So, we can subtract any of them. So, 16 minus 18 is minus 2, and we have to find the nth term. Sorry, we have to find the number of terms. Common difference, you can subtract third term from the second term or any. So, 14 minus 16 also will be minus 2, and 16 minus 18 will also be minus 2. Now, we have to find the n. So, the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So, Sn, n by 2, we do not know n, but we know a. So, 2 into 18, okay, and plus n minus 1. So, n minus 1 into common difference minus 2, which is equal to 0. Okay. So, n by 2, this 2 being transposed, then it will be multiplication. So, we can write n into 2 into 1836 plus n minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to 0, as 2 into 0 will be 0. Now, we are multiplying all of this. So, 36n plus, sorry, plus, no plus, minus 2 into n into n. So, minus 2n square, then plus 2n equal to 0. So, 36n minus 2n square plus 2n is equal to 0. We can divide by 2 because 2 is a common thing in each term, 2 is a common factor. So, you can divide. So, 18n minus n square plus n equal to 0 by 2, 0. Now, we can rewrite it, which is n square minus n square will be minus by dividing or multiplying with minus 1. So, minus n square minus n square will be n square. So, n square minus 18n minus n equal to 0. We can take the n common. So, n into n minus 18 minus 1 equal to 0. N transposed, it will be become 0, n into 0 will be 0. So, n minus 18 minus n is equal to 0, which is n minus 18 minus 18 minus 1, which is minus 19 equal to 0. So, n is equal to minus 19 plus minus 19 on the arches, which will be plus 19. So, n is equal to 19, n is equal to 19. So, how many terms? 19 terms of the AP should be added to get the 0. Now, let us see the word problems, that is the application of AP, and there will be based upon the nth term, and there will be based upon the sum of n terms. So, the first question is based upon the nth term. A school auditorium is to be constructed to accommodate at least 1500 people. The chairs are to be placed in a concentric circular row, has 10 seats more than the previous one. If the first circular row has 30 seats, how many seats will be there in the 10th row? And if there were totally 17 rows in the auditorium, how many seats will be there in the middle row? This question appeared in CBSE 2024. Okay, let us see how we can do it. So, first of all, this question is from AP. How did you find that this question is from AP? Because the question in this question they have told the chairs are to be placed in a concentric circular row has 10 seats more than the previous one, 10 seats more than the previous one. So, 10 is being added, that is 10 is the common difference, okay, and 30 seats is the first term, okay. First circular row has 30 seats, so 30 seats or 30 is the first term, and we have to find how many seats will be there in the 10th row, which is A10 we have to find, A10 we have to find, okay. So, we can do that, A10 we have to find, okay. So, firstly A equal to 30 and common difference is also, common difference is 10, common difference is 10 that we taught. Now, A30, A10 we have to find, sorry, A10 we have to find. So, 10th row, A10 is equal to A plus 90, A plus 10 minus 1 into D, which is A plus 90. So, it is equal to 30 plus 9 into 10, which is equal to 30 plus 90, which is equal to 120. So, 120 seats are there in the 10th row. Now, the second question is, if there were totally 17 rows in the auditorium, how many seats will be there in the middle row? So, 17 total rows and middle term is asking. So, what is the middle term? How can we find it? So, totally there are 17 rows. So, that is n is equal to 17. So, the middle term will be 7, as 17 is an odd number. What we have to do is n plus 1 by 2. So, it will be 17 plus 1 by 2, which is 18 by 2, 9. So, we have to find the 9th term. So, 9th term is what we have to find. Okay. So, A9 is equal to A plus 8D. So, A was 30 and D was 10. So, 8 into 10. So, it is equal to 30 plus 80, which is equal to 110. Okay, 110. As we found A10, 126, then it is easy. We just have to subtract the common difference. We will get the 9th term also. That also you can apply. That's fine. So, this is the answer for the first word problem based upon the nth formula.